Okay, folks. Hello. Yes, I am live. First time ever, a live episode of KSN. The reason why it's live, for a few reasons. This was kind of like a last second decision I made. Because this episode is only birthday wishes, meaning I'm not necessarily going to talk about sports that I've watched this weekend or heard about. This is only birthday exclusive wishes episode, and there's a lot. It's a marathon of birthday wishes. So I figured it might be more fun if I do this kind of episode live. Plus, my upload speed is low, and the main channel is currently uploading a big video, so I figured let's try to go live for this episode. I did say Saturday, even though it's late Saturday night. It's after 11 p.m. I just did not have the time to record this last night, so I figured this is a last second decision I made, alright? And it's probably better if I do this now, live, instead of tomorrow afternoon on Sunday, because there's a lot of sporting events during the daytime. I think, since it's late Saturday night, I figured a lot of the big events have concluded, So, and this is the first time me doing an episode of KSN live. Who knows? Maybe I'll do this in the future. I don't know. But if you haven't listened to the last episode from Thursday, that was the episode where I came back after a suspension. I did say that the farewell tour begins now. I'm ending this podcast on just about a week from now. Saturday, August the 1st, will be the last episode. Alright? And this is episode 154, so 6 more episodes. Next episode will be on Monday, and then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, and then the final episode on Saturday. So 6 episodes in a row, beginning on Monday, July 27th, to Saturday, August the 1st, which will be episode 160. Now I'm hoping this stream will go well, because I don't think my connection's good at the moment. It says excellent, but I'm using OBS like I usually do. Alright. And, I don't know. It's just me talking. It's not like I'm showing any videos or anything, so hopefully this will be good enough. My upload speed is very, very low. I'll do a speed test right now. Last time it was at 4.18 megabytes per second for the upload. And now it's, oh wow, it's even lower. It's even lower. Well, just by a little. Now it's at 3.58. It would be nice to get much higher upload speed. If I do, then that means I have to pay more, so I don't know. All right. Alright. So yeah, this episode, like I said, only birthday wishes. I'm not going to talk about the sporting news that I heard, even though there are big sporting news out there, but I'm not going to talk about that in this episode. Only birthday wishes. So if any of you in the chat tunes in, if you ask me any questions like, oh, did you hear the news about this? Did you see this? I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to talk about that in this episode. I will talk about that in the next episode. Alright? Because I want this to be just about birthday wishes. But if there is an athlete that I mention their birthday, and if you want to say something about that athlete, go ahead. Alright, so I made a list of all the birthday wishes, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And hey, this will be like the last time I'll have to do a marathon or a birthday exclusive episode, because starting on Monday I can only do, I guess I'll do the belated birthday wishes on Sunday, and then Monday's birthday wishes. And then the rest of the episodes, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, will only be today's birthdays. Meaning I don't have to do any belated birthday wishes or early birthday wishes. The main reason why I'm doing this birthday exclusive episode is because of that week suspension. Alright. Alright, guys. I'm just going to get right into it. Here we go. So we have a lot of birthday wishes. I don't think hardly anyone's going to tune in, but that's okay. I'm not surprised, because it's late. If anyone does, let me type in a message and I'll pin it. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. So yeah, this is only about birthday wishes. Let me get my drink here, because it's going to be a lot of talking. Okay, am I back? Sorry about that. Apparently my microphone got cut off on OBS. But as I was saying, as soon as I put in that pinned message, I see someone in the chat. Hello, Chuck Key. I do remember you. Happy birthday. Well, it's not my birthday. My birthday happened over 2 months ago, but this is about me wishing birthdays on a list of athletes. Can I see your name? Yes. What does it say? It says Chuck Key 6055. I do remember you. You tune in once in a while. Okay, I think we're good to go. Alright, I have the list here. I might as well... Well... I guess I'll put it in the description. Maybe I'll do the text here. Or I could put the text in the chat. I don't know. Yeah, I'm using my laptop, obviously, because behind me is my PC. Alright. Let's see here. Let me do a test here. I forgot to do this test here. Okay, that is a test. You see up there. Let's see. Okay, I think I know. I think it looked like this, I think. I might be wrong, though. So yeah, guys, bear with me before I actually get on this here. Get into this. Oh. Okay, I think I remember this now. I think it looked like that. Alright. Okay, so here are the... Got any balloons or birthday decorations in the house? We did. Earlier this month to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Red, white, and blue. So, let me just say, the amount of birthday wishes, I've got to count them all. This is we're going back a whole week ago, pretty much. Yep, I'm doing a week of birthday wishes. A week full of birthday wishes. That many. That's crazy, right? First time I'm doing a week full of birthday wishes. So I might as well do that right now. Okay? So let me just count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, I believe. About 35 birthday wishes, along with 4 extra ones. These 4 are legends that are no longer alive, okay? Because once in a while, if there's someone that was born on this date, and if that person's no longer living, then I would talk about that athlete, that legend athlete, all right? So, about 35 birthday wishes, plus 4 more. I think it's 36, plus 4 more, so really 40. 40. Isn't that crazy? For a whole week. All right. So here we go. Let's go back to July 17th. 8 days ago. And I would do famousbirthdays.com. I don't know if any of you guys really care about the birthday wishes. If not, then this episode is not for you. Maybe this episode is only for me. Oh well. Because I know I have done one birthday exclusive episode before, which was on my birthday, but it was a short. episode. Not many birthday wishes on that one, but I just decided to do a birthday exclusive episode on my birthday. And here I am doing another one live, but it's like a bunch. A marathon. Alright. Okay. Here we go, folks. The first one. Now, most of these are athletes, but some of them are announcers, but they're part of sports, right? Here we go. So, the first one. I know that's gigantic. My apologies. Here we go. First one we got. Birthday wishes. We got, who do we got? Verne Lundquist. Alright. We got Verne Lundquist. Alright. You probably hear that TV in the background. Should I move my computer? What if I do it outside? Should we go outdoors? That would be kind of weird if I do an episode outdoors late at night. We probably should. Let's do it, because that's... Well, there is. This is wet. Okay. Hey guys, can y'all hear me? Damn webcam. Yeah, this is the last second decision I made as well. Me going outside. Webcam, stay on the damn laptop. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Are we back for real? Alright guys, I'm outside. Yeah, it's been... How long has it been since I've done an outdoor episode? I wasn't going to, but that TV in the living room was so damn... Why is this damn... I think it's the cord for this microphone. It keeps getting disconnected. Jeez, what a freaking way to start this. Now, I might not be able to... I might not stay outside the whole time because I need to eventually go back in the house to plug in the laptop screen. Alright, are we good for real? What if there's like 5 people watching somehow? Watching me struggling. No. Oh, T-Bone, how you doing? This shit. Goodness gracious, what a way to start this damn episode. I'm glad KSN's coming to an end, after all. Oh well, let's enjoy it, I guess, while it lasts. So anyways, now I feel tired. That's more embarrassing. Anyways, for those of you that are just tuning in, like you, T-Bone, this is live because this was a last second decision I made, alright, to go live, alright, because I didn't have the time to record this and upload it, plus my other computer has something going on. Upload speed is low, meaning this would probably take 5-6 hours to upload, you know, maybe longer. So I figure I'll take my chances to go live right now, late at night, alright. So, let's get into it. Yeah, I know, I thought for sure I plugged in my laptop last night, but I guess I didn't. I must have forgot. So yeah, only birthday wishes. A week. A marathon. 36 birthday wishes plus 1. So I gotta get right into it. Alright. You can read my lips and you saw me cuss. Did you hear me cuss? Where's Five Taylor? He's in Iowa. Do you not remember he lives in Iowa? The MVP, he did say that he was sleeping while it was premiering the last episode late at night. Alright, here we go. Verne Lundquist. So Verne Lundquist, sportscaster. Let's see here. This is gonna work here. Alright. Damn, now I'm getting hot. That sucks. Summer sucks, you know, I don't like it. It's so damn hot half the time. I'm outside because I'm trying to... Would be nice to have some quietness in the background, but it's so hot. It's like no matter what I'll do for this episode, it's not going to be pretty. Maybe I'll take off my shirt for you, T-Bone. You heard me cuss a couple times? Well, yeah, because the cord, the old cord on the microphone keeps glitching and disconnecting. It got on my nerves. You're asking why he wasn't here. Well, he never tuned in, so don't ask me. I don't know. I don't chat with the MVP every day. So maybe he's sleeping now. Maybe he has plans on Sunday morning. Or maybe he does not give a damn about birthday wishes. And if you don't care about the birthday wishes, please be honest. I'm not going to get mad. Okay? I don't... Yeah. So, that's it. Alright. I'm going to try and go fast because I don't want to spend 5 hours. It's going to be 4:30 from now. Jeez, can you imagine if I do this all night? So Verne Lundquist is an announcer known for memorable calls. Perhaps his most famous was his, quote, sickest man in America line during Super Bowl 13 when Jackie Smith dropped a touchdown pass. I never knew about that, actually. Before fame, he attended Austin High School in Texas. Trivia: in 1962, he graduated from Texas Lutheran University. Family life: he was born in Duluth, Minnesota. Associated with, he was featured in the Adam Sandler movie Happy Gilmore. Okay, now one thing I don't like about being outside is I don't know if you hear the background noise. You hear that? Crickets. And that's kind of annoying. Another thing that's annoying, it's so damn hot. I might have to just go inside and hope for the best. Because I don't know what else to do. How else can I do this episode, you know? Live. Remember, this is my first time doing an episode live on KSN. And look, a damn fly. Dang, man, now I'm not in the mood to do this episode. Whatever. I mean, that's better than doing it on Sunday afternoon during a bunch of MLB games, you know? Might as well do it now. Anyways, Verne Lundquist, he is probably my all-time favorite college football announcer on CBS. when he was with Gary Danielson, the voice of the SEC on CBS. He had a great, deep voice of his. And he had that belly laugh. It's funny when he does that belly laugh. But yeah, he retired almost 10 years ago. The last game he called was the Army-Navy game, and that was the game where Army finally beat Navy in like over 20 years at the time. So he was on the call for the kick six between Auburn and Alabama in 2013. The Alabama-LSU game in 2011, where it was only a 9-6 final score, nothing but field goals. That's kind of crazy. And yeah, I mean, he did call a lot of Alabama games, because for years during those years, during that time, Alabama was the king of the SEC with, Nick Saban. All right. So yeah, it was sad to see him retire, and it wasn't the same after he left. And that was after that, I barely watched SEC games on CBS, but now it's Big Ten on CBS, Big Ten games, all right. And then he also did March Madness games, and of course, for many, many years and decades, the Masters golf tournament. He called his final Masters in 2024. So he's retired. I mean, he's 86 now. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. I put him on the Mount Rushmore of CBS announcers for sure. And yeah, so that was the first birthday wish right there. 35 more to go. Oh my gosh, now I don't feel like doing this. Isn't that crazy? I'll look at the chat in between birthday wishes. Why don't I go cool off in the pool? That'll cool me off. Well, I'm going to be all soaking wet, though. I don't want to be wet. You can hear the noises. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else I can do this episode live when there's the living room TV on so loud, and that's in the middle of the house. I mean, I could go to my bedroom, but I don't have a table in my bedroom, So I think this is my only option. The one thing I don't like being out here is the cricket sounds in the background, and it's so hot. Oh well. Should I be shirtless? And look, I'm already... My chest is starting to sweat. Oh, jeez. That'd be funny if I do an episode of KSN while I'm in the pool. Anyways. Hey, I'm glad the stream is going well. At least for now. Hopefully it'll stay like that. Alright, I gotta move on now, because this is probably gonna take another, I don't know how long. Next birthday wish we got is Jimmy Johnson, not the NASCAR driver. I'm talking about the legendary football coach, Jimmy Johnson. He's 83. That's crazy. Hall of Fame coach who won an NCAA championship with the Miami Hurricanes in 1987 and led the Dallas Cowboys to victory in Super Bowls 27 and 28 and became a football analyst after retirement. Before fame, he began his career as an assistant coach at Louisiana Tech University. Wow, I actually I think I forgot about that. And, let's see. Excuse me. That was in 1965, and Pika Uni Memorial High School in Pika Uni, Mississippi, 1966. Trivia: he wrote a book about his experiences titled "Turning the Thing Around: My Life in Football." Family life: he was born and raised in Port Arthur, Texas. He married Rhonda Rookmaker in 1999, and he has 2 daughters, Genevieve and Lydia. He was previously married to Linda K. Cooper from 1963 to 1990. Okay. Associated with, he's one of the 6 coaches to win consecutive Super Bowls, a list that includes Vince Lombardi, Don Shula, and Bill Belichick. Alright. So yeah. Coached the Cowboys, and wasn't he the guy that first said it like this? How about them Cowboys? And then for many years he was with the NFL on Fox. Studio guy. He'll sit at the end of the desk. But now he's retired. He's no longer doing that because he's getting old now, And back when he was with the Cowboys, the owner, I read that Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson, they weren't getting along. So after Johnson won back-to-back Super Bowls, he left. That's crazy. He left the Cowboys to coach, I believe, the Miami Dolphins. And that didn't go very well for him. And then after that, he became an analyst on Fox, studio show. You know what? That might be the best NFL studio show. Out of all the 4 major networks, I think the Fox one is probably the best one. But yep, Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Famer. So yeah, most of these are athletes, obviously, but sometimes it'll be an announcer. And the first 2 are announcers. I should also bring a fan outside to cool me off. There is a ceiling fan above me, but it's old, and if I turn that on, it'll be very noisy. I technically do have a fan inside. If I get too hot, I'll bring it over outside. Next birthday we got, or belated birthday. I'm going back a week ago. Isn't that crazy? What do we got? Travis Browne. So Travis Browne. Now there are some athletes that I've heard of but don't know much about, so that's why I included those on the list. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Grappling heavyweight who signed with the UFC in 2010 and went undefeated in his first 14 professional bouts. Before fame, he made his MMA debut at the Victory at Cage of Fire 15 in February 2009. Trivia: he received his first submission of the night honor upon defeating Chad Griggs with an arm triangle choke on April 21, 2012. Family life: he married Ronda Rousey in 2017. The couple welcomed a baby in September 2021 and August 2024. The couple announced they were expecting their second child They welcomed their second child in January of 2025. Associated with, he knocked out Gabriel Gonzaga with elbow strikes on April 13, 2013, earning his second UFC knockout of the Ring of Honor. So this is how I got to first know about this guy. The husband of Ronda Rousey, because back then Ronda Rousey was with the WWE, and I was a pretty big fan of the product back then, so yeah, there you go. Alright. T-Bone, it might be just you in the chat now. I don't know if the MVP will tune in, or he may not tune in at all. So I guess I am glad I'm doing this live after all. And speaking of WWE, next one is a wrestler. Well, he used to be in the WWE. And I would put their real name and their ring name together. So Dean Muhtadi, also known as Mojo Rawley. Born in Alexandria, Virginia, Egyptian. What? I never knew he was Egyptian. Professional wrestler who joined the developmental territory WWE NXT in 2013. He has also played professional soccer for clubs like Manchester United and football for NFL teams like the Arizona Cardinals. Before fame, he was a 4-year starter on the T.C. Williams High School football team. Trivia, his unreal strength earned him the nickname the Iron Sheik, because that was also a wrestler while playing for the Arizona Cardinals. I forgot he did play football. Family life, he was born, his parents are TJ and Maria. He also has sisters named Lena and Tammy. Associated with, he wrestled, Bo Dallas in a battle royale on a May 2013 episode of WWE NXT. I'm not sure why they put that, but okay. But yeah, he used to be in the WWE. Back when I was watching it a lot, he was one of their wrestlers. Sadly, he never really became like a big time star, even though they could have pushed him, but he was one of those wrestlers where he had potential, but somehow they didn't push him hard enough. But he was known. He was known as the hype man, I think. But he had he actually won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal in 2017 at WrestleMania, and his good friend Rob Gronkowski, legendary football tight end, got involved against Jinder Mahal. Speaking of Jinder Mahal, we're going to get into his birthday in a little bit. Alright, speaking of football, we're going to stay with... Next birthday is Mason Rudolph. There's also a Mason Rudolph golf player, but I'm talking about Mason Rudolph, the football quarterback player. Okay, so Mason Rudolph, American football player known for playing quarterback for the NFL's Pittsburgh Steelers. He played college football for Oklahoma State University. In 2017, he was the recipient of both the Johnny Unitas and Golden Arm Award and the Sammy Ball Trophy. Before fame, he attended Westminster Catawba Christian School and later transferred to Northwestern High School in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Trivia, he was selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 3rd round of the 2018 NFL Draft. Family life, his father, Brett Rudolph, played football for North Carolina in the 1980s, and his mother, Jamie, studied social work at James Madison University. His brother, Logan, also played football. He has an adopted sister named Dasha. He began dating tennis star Eugenie Bouchard. Associated with, he became teammates with Joshua Dobbs in 2018. So yeah, I do remember Mason playing for Oklahoma State Cowboys. And remember that incident that he had with Myles Garrett in 2019, I believe it was, on Thursday Night Football. Myles, he struck Mason with Mason's own helmet. That's insane, man. But my brother said, I think that happened because I think Mason said like a racial slur to Myles Garrett, and I'm just like, that's crazy, man. Some of these athletes, they get out of control. But I guess he is still with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers is going to stay with the Pittsburgh Steelers, so he's already 31. Yeah. Okay, next birthday. The last birthday for July 17th, and I go by popularity, so the last one is usually the most popular athlete that I know, and that is Connor Bedard. The youngster for the Chicago Blackhawks, born in Vancouver, Canada. Widely praised Canadian ice hockey player who has gained fame for his skills as a center. He was selected first overall by the Regina Pats in the Western Hockey League's 2020 Batnum draft. He was subsequently awarded the Jim Piggott Memorial Trophy as the Western Hockey League's Rookie of the Year of the 2020-21 season. He was drafted first overall by the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2023 NHL Draft. Before fame, he played youth hockey with the North Shore Winter Club. Trivia, he has been featured in articles for The Athletic, CBS Sports, Barstool Sports, and the Toronto Star. He has shared moments in his life as a hockey player on his Instagram account, where he has gained upwards of 850,000 followers. Family life, he was from North Vancouver, Canada. He has posted a photo of him, his parents, and sister on his Instagram page in June 2023. Associated with, he broke Wayne Gretzky's record for the most goals scored by a 16-year-old at the World Junior Hockey Championships. I mean, that being said, no wonder why he's already that damn good and that damn popular. The unfortunate part is that he's on a team that's not very good. But hey, he's only 21. I mean, he's just getting started. Alright, those are all the July 17th birthdays, so now we're going to get into the July 18th birthdays. Yep, this is a week full of birthday wishes, folks. 36 total, plus 4 more. I'll save those 4 for last. Those are the ones that are no longer alive. Okay, I'm just, remembering these people. July 18th. Pretty soon I have to go back inside the house because my laptop needs to be charged. Torii Hunter is next. So, Torii Hunter, former baseball player. He's already 51. That's crazy. Because I remember watching him over 10 years ago. 5-time MLB All-Star outfielder known for his acrobatic plays in center field, specifically robbing players of home runs. He spent the first 11 seasons of his career with the Minnesota Twins, then played for the Anaheim Angels from 2008 to 12, and the Detroit Tigers from 2013 to 14 before rejoining the Twins. Before fame, he was a first-round pick of the Twins in 1993. Wow. Trivia: as he got older, his plate discipline only got better, and in 2012, at the age of 36, he cracked the .300 line for the first season of his career, battling .313 on the year. Family life: he married Katrina Hunter, and he has 4 sons. Torii Jr., Montshadrick Cameron, and Darius. His cousin Chu Freeman also became a professional baseball player. Associated with, he became the first Minnesota Twin since Kirby Puckett in 1995 to start an all-star game in center field. But yep, I do remember watching, I guess, Torii's last couple years with the Minnesota Twins, so he is probably one of their best players ever. Is he a Hall of Famer? Well, he didn't win a World Series, though. I don't think he did. Nah. But definitely an all-star for sure. Alright, next birthday. Going back to wrestling. Alan Ray Severn, or Sarven, also known as Al Snow. That's his ring name. 6-time WWF, wow, 6-time hardcore champion who has been... FamousBirthdays.com, they put resting. They forgot to put the L in wrestling, so if you take the L off, it says resting. Okay. Wrestling professionally with the league since 1998. Before fame, he toured with several small wrestling promotions through much of the 80s and a good deal of the 90s. Trivia: in his pre-WWE days, he was one of the trainers of for the future UFC Hall of Famer fighter Dan Severn. Family life: his brother wrestled in the NWA, which stands for the National Wrestling Alliance, under the ring name Logan Kane. Associated with, he was a close real-life friend of fellow WWE wrestler Mick Foley, though on stage they feuded at times. So yeah, I was watching, you know, the old pro wrestling Monday Night Wars heading into the late 90s, Attitude Era in the WWF. Al Snow was one of the wrestlers at the time. And he had this mannequin head he would bring out, and he would just use it as a weapon, I think, and he would, like, win matches. That's so weird. Okay. Next birthday wish is a long name. I can't even pronounce his name, but I mean, I'll try. This is how I remember this long-ass name. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, or whatever it is, from Milwaukee Bucks, right? Does he play for Milwaukee? Yep. Okay. From Athens, Greece. This is how I remember this dude's last name. Forward, who is best known for playing with Mora Bank Andorra of the Liga ACB. He was selected in the second round of the 2014 NBA draft by the New York Knicks. In July of 2021, he helped the Milwaukee Bucks win the NBA Finals. Before fame, he played in Greece's 2016 Turin FIBA World Olympic Qualifying Tournament. He began his career playing with the senior men's team of the Philathlytikos of the Greek Second Division. Trivia: he has over 1.2 million followers on Instagram. Family life: his younger brother. Giannis. Yeah, okay, so they do have the same last name. I wasn't quite sure. He has two other younger brothers named Costas and Alex, as well as an older brother named Francis. His mother, his name is Veronica. Oh wait, so they both play for the Milwaukee Bucks, him and his brother. That's awesome. Brother and brother. Associated with, he and Nikola Jokic were both second-round picks in the 2014 NBA draft. But dude, how do you pronounce that long-ass last name? I don't know. I'm not good. I can't pronounce stuff. Those crickets are going to keep doing that all night, probably until sunrise. Next one, back to wrestling, is Mandy Rose. And yes, I'll put all the birthday wishes in the description, just like I have before. So Mandy Rose, model, bodybuilder, and professional wrestler named Amanda Sacamano, but better known as her stage names Mandy Sax or Mandy Rose. She signed with WWE in 2015. Before fame in high school, she competed in dance. She only got into fitness competitions in 2013, where she entered her first one in 2014. She already won first place in the pro bikini category at the World Bodybuilding Fitness and Fashion in Boston. Trivia, she was on the 6th season of WWE's Tough Enough, which began airing in June 2015. Family Life. She is of Irish and Italian descent and has lived in Yorktown Heights, New York, with her 2 rescue dogs. In November 2024, she married wrestler Sabatino Piscitelli. In July 2026, they announced they were expecting their first child together. Wow. That's just new news. Congratulations, famous birthdays, on updating that. Associated with, she replaced wrestler Naomi Knight on E! Network's Total Divas in 2015 when Naomi announced she would be leaving the show. Okay. But yeah, I do remember Mandy Rose, 2019. She was in the main roster. She was a heel with Sonya Deville, and then I think they split up. I forgot how they split up. Maybe it was the draft. That happens sometimes, and then I think Mandy became a fan favorite, and I think she had a feud with Sonya Deville. You know, it's weird. Corey Graves, the announcer, she would call her, gosh, God's greatest creation. I'm just like, oh my goodness gracious, Corey. But now she's no longer with WWE. I don't know what she's doing now. Maybe other stuff. Maybe she's doing bodybuilding, I don't know. But I just remember her back then. One more birthday wish from July 18. And that is boxer Canelo Álvarez. Dominant Mexican welterweight who went undefeated in his first 42 professional bouts. That's crazy. He held WWE or WBA and WBC and Ring Magazine light middleweight titles. Before fame, he was a junior Mexican national championship silver medalist at age 15. Trivia, he won an impressive 30 of his first 42 fights by way of knockout. Family life, he was born Santos Saul Álvarez. He has 2 brothers, boxers, Ramon and Ricardo. He has 3 daughters, Emily, Cinnamon with Karen Beltran, Mia Enner with Valeria Quiroz, and Maria Fernanda with Fernanda Gomez. He also has a son named Saul Adiel with Nelda Sepulveda. He was once engaged to model Mauricio Gonzalez, but the couple eventually split. Associated with, he gained representation from Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. I mean, that being said, he's one of the best fighters right now. He had a big fight. I forgot who he fought. Forgot if it was last year or the year before. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. I think I might have. I probably was watching some of that. Oh yeah, it was Terrence Crawford, the one on Netflix in Allegiant Stadium. Oh, and that was a big one. Yeah, I remember that. That was a big one for sure. I forgot who won that fight, but I saw the result once in a lifetime. Damn, that's crazy. So yeah, that's how I kind of remember the dude's name. Well, T-Bone, are you still here? That's the end of the July 18th birthdays. Let's now go to July 19th birthdays. So I mentioned Mandy Rose. Well, I found someone called Randy Rose, which is why I added that person's name on here. I don't think they're related. What if they are? That'd be kind of crazy. Randy Rose is Mandy Rose's father. Randy Rose is also a wrestler. Wait a minute. No, this can't be. This ain't. No, they're not related, are they? Okay. Known as Ravishing Randy Rose, his career spanned from 1977 to 92, mainly with the WCW and NWA. He won the AWA World Tag Team Championships on October 30, 1987, alongside Dennis Condrey. Before fame, he started out on the independent circuit before catching the attention of the larger promotions. Trivia, he was a 13-time NWA Southeastern Tag Team Champion. 13 times? Wow. Family life, he was born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. Associated with, he and Dennis Condrey defeated Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee in 1987 for the AWA World Tag Team titles. But yeah, another reason why I added his name is because he's also a wrestler. Okay. Even though I never heard of the dude before. I mean, there's so many wrestlers out there. It's crazy. Oh, you're still here? Okay, cool. Next birthday. Uh-oh. Patrick Corbin. Hopefully the stream is going to go well the rest of the way. Left-handed MLB pitcher, began his career with the Arizona Diamondbacks in 2012. He signed with the Washington Nationals in 2019 and helped the team win its first ever World Series championship in his first year with the team. Before fame, he starred at North Syracuse High School before his professional career began. Trivia, he made his first All-Star appearance in 2013 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Family life, he was born to Dan Sr. and Patty Corbin. Associated with, he was traded to the Diamondbacks by the Anaheim Angels along with a few other prospects in exchange for Dan Herron. Yeah, I remember him. I think he's still playing, right? Oh, he's with the Toronto Blue Jays? I didn't know that. See, that's the problem with famous birthdays. They don't update everything. But, I mean, it's short and sweet. That's what I like about it. Alright, so I mentioned Jinder Mahal earlier. Well, here he is. Next one is Jinder Mahal. And And here's his real name. Yuvraj Singh Dhesi. It's an Indian name, an Indian wrestler, but he was born in Calgary, Canada. Isn't that interesting? An Indian wrestler that was born in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Calgary, that's where Bret Hart is from. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, you know. Indian American who became a... Indian American? You mean an Indian Canadian? Unless if he became an American citizen. A rising star of the WWE with a feud with Ted DiBiase and a conspiracy to take down Kane before fame after a stint in the WWE. Farm League. Florida Championship Wrestling. He developed the Indian wrestler persona, turban and all. Trivia. In a classic WWE moment, he instigated a 6-superstar ambush of Kane that was thwarted when Kane's brother, The Undertaker, showed up. Family life, he grew up in Calgary, Alberta, trained by his uncle, Jama. Associated with, he nabbed the WWE Championship title from wrestler Randy Orton in 2017. That was probably one of the biggest shocking moments, right? Of someone winning the title, because, you know, he was a heel for many, many years, and no one thought he would be WWE champion, and it somehow happened. So, yeah, I'd say when I first got into WWE, he was the champion. He was the WWE champion. And then, sadly, he had an injury where he was out for like a whole year, basically, and he was never the same. Never became a big time star or champion potential ever since he had that injury, so that's a damn shame. Alright, next we got Mauricio Dubon. Okay. I've heard of this player's name quite a bit of times. From Honduras, shortstop who became the second Honduran baseball player to make it to the MLB. Really? I didn't know that part. When he made his pro debut pinch hitting for the Milwaukee Brewers in 2019, he was traded later that month to the San Francisco Giants, with whom he made his first pro start in August of 2019. Before fame, he was selected by the Boston Red Sox in the 26th round of the... 26th round? How many rounds are there on the draft? Of the 2013 draft. He was later traded to the Brewers in 2016. Trivia. He was rated as the Boston Red Sox best defensive draft pick following the 2013 MLB draft by Baseball America. Family life. While born in Honduras, he later attended high school in Sacramento, California, to continue honoring his baseball skill. Associated with, he played for Bruce Bochy at the conclusion of the 2019 MLB season with the San Francisco Giants. What team is he on now? Oh, Atlanta Braves. Okay. That's interesting. Second Honduran player to make history in the MLB. Alright, last birthday for July 19th. And that is John Jones. MMA fighter, UFC fighter, and mixed martial artist. He became a two-time UFC light heavyweight champion. He has also held the interim UFC light heavyweight championship once. In August 2020, he vacated his light heavyweight UFC to move up into the heavyweight division. Before fame, he attended Morrisville State College. Trivia: he became the youngest UFC champion in history, winning his first world championship at 23. He was the first MMA fighter to be sponsored internationally by Nike. In early 2023, he moved up to heavyweight and won the vacant belt by defeating Cyril Gane by submission. Family life: he has 3 daughters named Leah, Carmen, and Olivia, with his ex-fiancée Jessie Moses. He also has another daughter from a previous relationship. Associated with fellow fighter Anderson Silva, was also signed by Nike, and prior to Jones, but was only on a regional scale. I heard that John Jones, when he went to the heavyweight division, he became like tough son of a gun, that's for sure. Now he is retired. Yeah. He competed from 2008 to 2025. He just retired last year. That's crazy. But yeah, man, he was one of their best at the time. He has over 9.6 million followers on Instagram. Alright, how many I've done so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow. I've already done 16, even though we're not quite halfway. Okay, July 20th. Only one birthday on July 20th, and it's an announcer. His name is Ted Robinson. I believe he's on NBC. Looks like he's not on famous birthdays, but basically, let me look him up real quick. Sports commentator on NBC Sports since 2000. He was the play-by-play announcer for tennis, Olympic swimming / diving, calling college football and basketball. But yeah, I remember the Winter Olympics, he was calling short track speed skating. But yeah, he had a great voice. I think he's still an announcer. But he's now 69 years old. Him and Dan Hicks. I like those guys. And, yeah, they have pretty well-known voices. If you watch a lot of their Olympic coverage, you'll hear them. Oh, wow, he was actually the radio play-by-play announcer for the San Francisco 49ers from 2009 until 2018. But I think he was calling golf. They had the Open Championships. That was on NBC. I'm sure he was one of their voices on there. Alright, I'm going to go back inside now because I have to plug in my laptop and then I'll resume the rest of the birthday wishes, so Please bear with me. Please stand by. Get up and stretch. I guess this is what? The stretch? The 7th inning stretch? Oh gosh, I hit the fan. Okay. Alright, hopefully I won't have any issues when I go back to the house. Hey, you see this? This was the cord of the microphone, but it's just, I mean, it's so damn long. Look how long this is. It's crazy. I mean, this goes, jeez. It's almost like I can do jump ropes with this thing. But this thing had enough, so maybe I'll use it as a weapon. I'll be like this. I'll be like that. Give the chair a whooping. Yep. Okay, we're still on. And the TV's off in the living room, so it's much more quieter and cooler. So let's do the rest of this episode right here. Okay. Alright. Oh, gotta plug in the charger.
I almost forgot to plug in the charger.
And, okay, it's plugged in. Good. We're good to go. Guess I'll put on, maybe I can put on my shirt again. The shirt that I'm wearing, it's usually I would wear a sports related shirt, but I'm not. It's Grateful Dead. I guess I'm stealing Eric's shirt. Yep. But hey, look. There it is. A lot of these pictures are rock bands related, okay? All right, we're going to move on to July 21st. Well, first, T-Bone, if you are still here, I don't know if you're probably not watching because it's just me talking, but I did something right before I went back in the house. So I don't know if you saw it or not, because if you did, you would have said something in the chat. All right. All right, July 21st. First one's a wrestler, a giant wrestler. He's so giant that the word giant is part of his ring name. Giant Silva. Yes, Giant Silva is a giant for sure. From Sao Paulo, Brazil. professional wrestler and MMA fighter. Famous for his staggering 7'2", 385-pound frame. As an MMA fighter, he competed in Pride, and K1 kickboxing competitions. Before fame, he was originally a basketball player who played for the national Brazilian basketball team. Trivia: his career highlight as a professional wrestler came during WWF SummerSlam 1998, where he beat Kai and Tai in a 3-on-4 handicap match alongside Golga and Kurgan. Family life: he has a son and daughter. Associated with, he was teammates with Scott Norton in the Japan wrestling promotion Hustle. Now, I did watch that SummerSlam event last year. It was in Madison Square Garden. And it's crazy, man. He's just so giant. He's so big, man. He didn't wrestle very much, but he was more of a basketball player. But I like his name, Giant Silva. T-Bone says you're getting tired, so you may go to sleep soon. Yeah, I understand. Although usually you stay up late on weekends, but if you are getting sleepy, I am completely fine with that. Actually, I'm kind of sleepy too. I don't know why, but oh well. So T-Bone, I don't know if so far all the birthday wishes, I don't know if you heard of these people before. Next one is CC Sabathia. All-star MLB pitcher who helped lead the New York Yankees to a World Series championship in 2009. His pitching helped the Yankees clinch the 2015 American League wild card game. Before fame, he was an all-conference tight end, playing football for Vallejo High School in California. Trivia: he began his MLB career with the Cleveland Indians in 2001 and was named to his first All-Star game in 2003. Family life: he married Amber Sabathia in 2002. They have 4 children together. Associated with, he finished second to Ichiro Suzuki in the AL Rookie of the Year voting in 2001. So I do remember watching CC's final couple of years. He's a big dude. Big guy pitcher. So he was part of the 2009 World Series championship with the Yankees. They mentioned he's the reason why they clinched the 2015 American League wildcard game, but that was the game where they got shut out. Because I remember watching that game. It was a shutout against the Houston Astros. And this was back when the wild card was not a series. It was just one game. Okay? You know what's kind of interesting? This was in 2015, October. That same night, a couch was delivered in the living room while that game was playing. It's not the couch that we have now. It was the previous couch. So it's funny how I remember that. It's like, oh, they're getting a couch delivered in the evening hours during this big game going on. And last year, him and Ichiro got inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And he was part of Netflix's coverage of the first MLB game of the season. I thought he was a pretty good announcer, honestly. And I remember his last season in 2019, and he was already like 40 at the time. Oh, no, not quite 40. 39. All right. T-Bone, you said you've heard of some of them, and some of them you haven't. All right. Well, the ones that you've heard before, feel free to say whatever you want about the ones that you've heard of before. The last birthday wish for July 21st is David Carr. Not Derek Carr, his brother David Carr. All right. So I don't know much about David Carr. Well, he's the older brother of Derek. Born in California, NFL quarterback who was selected first overall by the Houston Texans in the 2002 NFL Draft, becoming the franchise's first ever starting quarterback. In 2015, he began coaching Bakersfield Christian High School, California. Before fame, he played college football at Fresno State, and his number 8 jersey was retired in 2007. Trivia, he is considered one of the biggest quarterback busts in NFL history, failing to help the Texans to winning a failing to help the Texans to a winning record in a single season and then being released by the team just after 5 years. Family life, he is the son of Roger and Cheryl. His brother Derek also became an NFL quarterback. Associated with, he played with star receiver Andre Johnson of the Houston Texans from 2003 to 6. I think he's a lot older than Derek Carr. All right, on to July 22nd. We got quite a bit of July 22nd birthdays. The first one is Keyshawn Johnson. So we're staying in the pro football category. Born in Los Angeles, former Pro Bowl wide receiver who recorded 10,571 receiving yards and 64 touchdowns over the course of his career. He became a football analyst on ESPN after retirement. He stands at 6 feet 4 inches and weighs approximately 211 pounds. Before fame, he was drafted first overall by the New York Jets in 1996 after being an All-American at the University of South Carolina. Trivia, he played for the Jets, Buccaneers, Cowboys, and Panthers during his 10-year NFL career. He uses his Keyshawn Instagram account to post family and life updates. Family life, his 4-year marriage to Shakiri Hightower ended in 2002 and it has 4 children. Keyshawn Jr., Maya, London, and Vance. His daughter, Maya, died at the age of 25 in 2021. What? Associated with, he won Super Bowl 37 with teammate Brad Johnson. I believe that was with the Buccaneers, right? But I remember Keyshawn when he was a football analyst on ESPN, but he's no longer on ESPN. I think he's on Fox. He had kind of a funny voice, the way he talks. T-Bone says you're tired to name them right now. Okay, T-Bone. Well, that's okay. If you want to leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk about that in the next episode of KSN. We might still be able to do our call on Sunday night. If not, definitely on Monday night for Tuesday's episode. So yeah, we are going to do our call very, very soon, all right? So you have a good night's sleep. Next, we got Thunder Rosa. A wrestler named Thunder Rosa. It's kind of an interesting name, but her real name is Melissa Cervantes, 40 years old, from Mexico. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Mixed martial artist and wrestler signed to All Elite Wrestling. She appeared in 2 seasons of Lucha Underground and founded Mission Pro Wrestling to promote women in the sport. Before fame, she attended UC Berkeley and graduated in 2010 with a BA in sociology. She made her wrestling debut in late 2014. Trivia: she has also performed under the name Cobra Moon. She uses her Instagram account to vlog about her daily life, her career, and pop culture interests. She has amassed 330,000 followers. Family life: she is Mexican American and born in Tijuana, Baja, California, Mexico. Interesting. Associated with: she and fellow wrestler Sienna posted for a photo together on Instagram. But here's how I got to know about her. SiriusXM's Busted Open, the podcast, and sometimes they'll have her on while she's an active wrestler on AEW. So, and I think she became their champion, their women's champion. Her voice is kind of funny too, because she has that accent. And sometimes she'll say bad words, and it's even funnier. Speaking of wrestling, we're going to stay with wrestling. Next one is Akira Tozawa, and that's actually his real name. Some wrestlers, they do go by their real name, but most of them don't. Japanese professional wrestler, who best known for competing in the cruiserweight division of the WWE. I do remember that. That was back when it was called 205 Live. I forgot what the 205 stands for. Oh, I think I know. If I have to guess, I think that's for the wrestlers that are under 205 pounds. If I have to guess, because they're cruiserweights, they're not big and tall guys, you know. Even though a lot of them are, but the cruiserweights aren't. You know, like Mexican wrestlers, a lot of them are cruiserweights, and Japanese ones. Man, I should watch a Mexican wrestler against a Japanese wrestler. That would be interesting. That would be. Alright. He made his WWE Raw debut in early 2017, defeating Drew Gulak. His wrestling fame has led him to amass over 180,000 followers on Instagram. Before fame, his professional wrestling career began in Japan's Dragon Gate Conference. Trivia: in May of 2010, he made his international debut through Dragon Gate's newly created Dragon Gate USA wing. His far-reaching bicycle kick is a signature of his style of wrestling. Okay, associated with both he and Hikuro. Oh, what the heck? Hiroki Goto competed in the professional Japanese wrestling circuit. Let me look him up to see if he's still with WWE. I don't think he is. Oh, he is. He is still with them, but I don't know. Is he? Because 205 Live is no longer a thing, I don't think. Oh, he's on Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy is a heroic wrestling tag team with Otis. Alright. Up. T-Bone is left. So now it's just me, folks. Kind of wish the MVP was here, but oh well. I'll have to ask him. Or if he is somehow watching this after I go off the air as an archive. I don't know if he really cares about the birthday wishes. Maybe not. But if you're somehow watching 5-Tear, that means you do care about the birthday wishes. Otherwise, if you don't care, then you wouldn't tune in. The next birthday wish is Ezekiel Elliott. Very fast running back. Who was selected 4th overall in the 2016 NFL Draft by the Dallas Cowboys. He went on to win the NFL rushing title as a rookie with 1,631 yards while leading the Cowboys to a first-place finish in the NFC. In 2015, he helped Ohio State win the inaugural college football playoff national championship. I do remember that at the time. But I didn't remember Ezekiel Elliott, the college football player. I just remember him, the Dallas Cowboys player. But I do remember Ohio State winning that championship. Before fame, he went to high school at John Burroughs School, where he was named the St. Louis Post-Dispatch Offensive Player of the Year. Trivia, he won 4 Missouri State championships in track and field as a sprinter and hurdler. Family life, he was born to Dawn and Stacy Elliott, has 2 sisters named Lila and Aliyah. Interesting. Associated with, he won the college football playoff under head coach Urban Meyer, who has previously won 2 championships at the University of Florida. Is he... I forget if he's still with the Cowboys or not. Oh, he then went to the New England Patriots. See, I don't remember that, actually. Oh, he's not playing. That's kind of crazy. Is he retired? It doesn't say that he's a former player. But, damn, I guess he's just not good anymore. Because when you're not good anymore, no one's going to hire you. No team's going to hire you in the NFL, you know? All right, moving on. Another wrestler. His real name is Curtis Jonathan, also known as Fandango. What a weird name for a wrestler. Fandango or Fandango? Is this July 20? No, this is July 22nd. Oh, crap. Sorry, I forgot to change the date of the birthday wish. But I'll put all the birthday wishes in the description. Rising star of the WWE made his name on WWE NXT and then defeated Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase Jr., not Senior. Senior is the $1 Million Man. We're talking about his son. Before fame, he started out on NXT, taking part on various challenges in wrestling and dark matches. Dark matches, they don't mean wrestling in the dark, non-televised. I don't know why they call it that, but they just do. Just like when you go to a non-televised show or an event, they call it house show. A house show means it's not televised. Before fame, he started out on NXT, taking part in various challenges in wrestling and dark matches. Okay, I already read that. Trivia, in 2012, he had a feud with Ethan Carter III, whose fiancée, Maxine, he stole. What? Fame of life, he was born, Boston, Massachusetts. Associated with, like Percy Watson, he is one of the new generation of future WWE superstars. But yeah, I don't think he's in WWE anymore. Yeah, he's retired. Oh, he's actually signed to TNA, which stands for Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, as a producer. Alright. Last birthday wish of July 22nd is actually a soccer player. This is rare because, I barely know any soccer players, but here's someone that just won the World Cup final for Spain. Marc Cucurella. Yeah, the dude with the wild, weird-looking hair. Versatile midfielder, defender who has gained fame for his career playing in La Liga, including for Getafe CF. He earned a promotion to Spain's U21 squad in 2019. He began playing for Chelsea FC in 2022. Before fame, he began playing futsal prior to soccer. He later played in Barcelona's youth academy between 2012 to 2017. Trivia, he was part of the Barcelona squad as a reserve that won the Copa del Rey in 2017-18. His soccer fame has led him to amass more than 3.8 followers on his Instagram account. Family life, he and his significant other, Claudia Rodriguez, have 2 sons. Associated with, he and Gerard Piqué have played as teammates for Barcelona. It doesn't even say, they didn't even update it that he won the World Cup in 2026. Okay, then. But he is the most popular birthday athlete on July 22nd, so we're going to move on to July 23rd. I'm actually getting kind of hot, so yeah, because I turn off the AC because it's annoying sometimes. But I do have, because I'll show you, I do have this. Oh, I gotta plug it in. It's one of those quiet fans, so you can barely hear it. Okay, July 23rd, we have 2 birthdays. I don't think this one's famous, but it's a... Well, maybe she is, because she used to be a player. Nope. Well, her name is Tessa Bonhomme. Tessa Bonhomme. Used to play hockey. Women's hockey player. She won the gold medal in the 2010 Vancouver Olympics. And here's how I got to know her. The Sports Center anchor on TSN. Although lately, I haven't seen her in a while. So I don't know if she left TSN. Let me look her up. Because I liked her. I like her voice. Her voice is kind of smooth. The way she says her name. Hey everyone, I'm Tessa Bonhomme. You know, she would say her name like that. It's kind of funny. Tessa. I like that name. Oh, no, she's still on TSN. Okay. Maybe she's not doing Sports Center anymore. Maybe she's doing a women's hockey show. I don't know. Because I thought I would see her on the PWHL, you know, because TSN, they broadcast games, but never got to see her on there. Let's see. But I remember in the 2021 Summer Olympics, she was the studio host of the tennis. That was like my first time seeing her on TV. She was with Brad Gilbert. But she was not part of the 2021 Olympics, or excuse me, 2024 Summer Olympics. She joined TSN Sports Center in 2014. But I did check her Instagram. She does like podcasts about women's hockey. So I guess that's what she's doing now. That's what she's well known for right now. But I miss seeing her on as one of the Sports Center anchors. All right, the last birthday of July 23rd. Nomar Garciaparra, former baseball player. '97 American League Rookie of the Year with the Boston Red Sox, who became a 6-time All-Star shortstop. Before fame, he played college baseball at Georgia Tech and helped them take the team to the 1994 College World Series title game, but they were defeated by Oklahoma. Trivia: in 1999, he became one of only a small handful of players to hit 2 Grand Slams in one game. Family life: he had twin girls and a son with World Cup soccer star Mia Hamm. Associated with, he and catcher Jason Varitek were teammates in college at Georgia Tech and the MLB with the Red Sox. But because I would remember every year I would watch an old home run derby, although I didn't get to watch an old one this year. I just didn't have a chance to do it. But I looked him up. I think he's with the LA Dodgers. Yep, their TV network analyst. Did he win the World Series with the Red Sox? Oh, he did. 2004. That was... Oh, no, he didn't. He got traded to the Chicago Cubs. And that was the year the Red Sox won the World Series without Garciaparra. Wow. I wonder if it's going to mention that on his Wikipedia article. Let's see. Well, that was when the Red Sox, they overcame a 3-0 game deficit in the 2004 ALCS. They came back, down 3-0, and they won the next 4, and then they won 4 more after that to win the World Series. And then it says Garciaparra's former teammates voted to give him a World Series ring and 3/4 of a playoff share. Kurt Schilling noted that if not for Garciaparra, the Red Sox might not have been in a position to win it all, clearly referencing the role to Garciaparra's ascension as a player and had in drawing talent like Pedro Martinez, Manny Ramirez, and even himself to Boston. All right, so next, July 24th's birthdays. So we're almost caught up. The last belated birthday, July 24th. Oh, man. Oops, excuse me for a moment. Oh, gosh. Okay. Whew. Yep, the laptop is sitting on the pool table. It's not really... Not really a... oh, gosh. Not really a comfortable place to put it, but... I could try it like this. Let's try it like this for now. All right. All right, July 24th. First one we got is Torii Wilson. One of WWE's biggest diva stars of all time. Born in Boise, Idaho. Wrestler and model who holds the World Championship in WWE and WCW. Oh, she was in WCW too. Okay. Before fame, she won the Miss Galaxy competition in 1988. Trivia, she appeared on the reality show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. What? That's really a name. That's the name of the show. Family life. She was previously married to Peter Grunner, known as Billy Kidman, and then dated New York Yankees third baseman Alex Rodriguez. I do remember seeing them together because I watched an old WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 28 in Miami, Florida, and they were sitting together at ringside. All right. Now. Associated with, she has posted for Playboy, which was founded and created by Hugh Hefner. Let's see here. Oops. But yeah, Torii Wilson was mainly in the ruthless aggression era. By the way, she looks fantastic for her age too. Yep, she was with WWE she was with World Championship Wrestling from 1999 to 2000, then WWE from 2001 to 8. Okay. But basically, she became a fan favorite for sure. And by the way, speaking of Alex Rodriguez, his birthday's coming up too. Yeah, on Monday. So you'll hear me talk about that on Monday's episode of KSN. And Torii Wilson was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2019 by Stacy Keibler. All right, let's see. We're going to stay with WWE. Next one is Gary Gordon, also known as Angelo Dawkins. He's one half of the Street Profits. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio. Professional wrestler. He's worked extensively with the WWE as part of their NXT program. Before fame, he was a college athlete competing in football, track, and wrestling. Wow. Trivia, he made his debut for NXT in June of 2013. Associated with, he's competed against Chad Gable. That's like a most random thing to say. Yeah, there's like hardly anything about this dude. That's surprising because he's pretty well known now. But yeah, the Street Profits. I've always kind of liked them. I mean, this was kind of when they made their debut. This was kind of the beginning of me phasing out of the product. You know, this was like right before COVID. You know. But I'm pretty sure they're still in the WWE together. And the most popular birthday for me is Barry Bonds. So Barry Bonds, 14-time MLB All-Star who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates and San Francisco Giants. He set the single-season home run record in 2001 with 73 and a career home run record with 762. He also set records with 2,558 career walks and 688 career intentional walks. Before fame, he graduated from Arizona State University with a degree in criminology. Trivia, he was put on trial for the alleged use of anabolic steroids, and many considered his MLB records to be illegitimate. Family life, he was married to Suzanne Margaret Bronco from 1988 to 1994, and then to Liz Watson from 1998 to 2010. He has two daughters, Aisha Shikari, and a son, Nikolai. Associated with, he passed MLB Hall of Famer Hank Aaron for the most career home runs in 2007. And that is, yeah, I did watch that clip. That was the famous iconic call by, what's his name? Dwayne Kuiper. He would say, Bonds hits it high, hits it deep, it is out of here. And the crowd went crazy, and they stopped the game. They did a little ceremony. Like, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I get it. That was a historic moment. But this was back when no one knew he was doing steroids. And he never admitted it. I think he lied about it. But it's still in the record books. That's the thing. It's still in the record books, and he's not in the Hall of Fame because of that, right? That's crazy, man. Ugh. But he was already what? He was already in his 43 years old when he broke the record of Hank Aaron. So people are going to say Hank Aaron's the greatest hitter, not Barry Bonds because of that? Hey, man, say whatever you want. This dude is... he's still a legend, you know? He's still a fantastic hitter. He has the record. I don't think that record will ever be broken, you know? But, yep, quite a bit of players back then were doing steroids, and he was one of them. But he would hit a lot of home runs like it's home run derby when he got older. But... And he was on Netflix's coverage of the Home Run Derby in the post-game show. We got to see him talk to the champion, or Jordan Walker. I mean, hey, one of the best, you know. Oh wait, wasn't Barry Bonds in the booth during the first MLB game? No. He wasn't in the booth. I think he was the analyst. But, yeah. So, yeah. Sadly, not everyone's going to say he's the best hitter because of the steroids that he was doing. But it happens. They're still cheating in baseball, you know? They say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But it's crazy. But that number is insane. 762 home runs. Alright, today's birthdays, finally. We have 4 more birthdays to go, and then 4 more after that, remembering these legends. Alright, so technically 8 more to go. Today's birthdays. First one we got is Maria Sakkari, female tennis player from Greece, who has gained fame competing as a singles and a doubles player in the world's biggest tennis tournaments. Her career high ranking, which she earned in March 2022 as number 3 in the world by the Women's Tennis Association. Her sport fame has helped her accumulate more than 550 followers on her Instagram page. Before fame, she made her debut for the Greece Fed Cup team in 2012. Trivia, her Instagram account was deactivated. She works with Adidas, promoting their brand on her Instagram page. Family life, her mother, Angeliki Canelopoulou, was also a professional tennis player. Associated with, she beat Carlos Suarez in May 2018 to advance to the second week of a major for the first time in her career. What is her ranking now? Because I know her ranking dropped. Her ranking's now 33. Wow. It was a couple years ago she made a couple of semifinal appearances. The French Open and the U.S. Open. And that U.S. Open 2021 will go down in history in the women's side. Because that was like the most unexpected final ever. Emma Raducanu against Leylah Fernandez. Maria lost to Emma, the champion. And Emma was a qualifier. That's just crazy. So, yep. I think she's the only Greek player I know on the women's side. On the men's side, it's Stefanos Tsitsipas, another player that used to be number 3 in the world. His ranking dropped. All right. Next, we got Alvin Kamara. Running back who began his collegiate career with the University of Tennessee. See, I don't remember him playing in college. He was drafted by the New Orleans Saints in the 3rd round pick of the 2017 NFL Draft. Before fame, he began his football career at Norcross High School, where he earned Georgia Mr. Football honors from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Trivia, in 2015, he was named both Lindy's Sports SEC Newcomer of the Year and Athlon Sports Tennessee Rising Star. Family life, he is the son of Adama Kamara. He has been romantically linked to Tia Cooper since 2021. Associated with, he was coached by Butch Jones as a member of the University of Tennessee Volunteers. I believe he's still with the Saints, right? Yeah, he is. Okay. Yeah, I remember watching him back then. He was pretty damn good, I'll say that. So, staying with the NFL, the next one. Bryce Young. Yeah, I'm older than him by like 2 months. He was born in Philadelphia. College football player known for being the quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide. In 2023, he was selected by the Carolina Panthers as the first overall pick in the NFL Draft. Popular on Instagram, he has over 490,000 followers. Before fame, he attended Cathedral High School in Los Angeles. For his 2 years, he transferred to Mater Dei High School in Santa Ana. For his last 2 years, he was USA Today High School All-American and Offensive Player of the Year in 2019. Trivia, he won the Heisman Trophy in 2021, becoming the first quarterback from Alabama to win the award. He has held Alabama's record for the most passing yards in a single game with 554 against Arkansas in 2021. Family life, he was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but moved to Pasadena, California at a young age. He is a Christian. Associated with wide receiver Devontae Smith. Also played with the Alabama Crimson Tide. And won the Heisman Trophy in 2020. And that was the season where they had a dominant season in 2020. Yeah, he's still the Carolina Panthers quarterback, right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, I like him. He seems like a pretty cool dude. Wasn't he in the... Yeah. Carolina Panthers, they were in the playoffs last year somehow. And I think he was playing in that game. Uh-oh. Alright, the last birthday for today. The most popular one. Prince Devitt, also known as Finn Balor. Wow, Finn Balor. 45 years old. An Irish wrestler. He is best known for his tenure with New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he won numerous titles, including 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's also been signed to the WWE and performed for the Raw brand. Before fame, he trained at NWA UK Hammerlock and made his debut in 2000 at the age of 18. Trivia, he co-founded his own promotion, NWA Ireland. Former family life, he was born in Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland. He married TV show hostess Vera Rodriguez in August 2019. He previously dated WWE hostess Kathy Kelly. Associated with, growing up, he idolized Shawn Michaels. But yeah, I remember back when I was big into it, WWE. He was in he was a big time face. He was also known as the Demon Finn Balor. Once in a while, or I think it's now once a year, he would wrestle as the Demon. He would wear his put on his makeup, face paint, you know. And I like his theme music, although I think he changed it because he changed his character by turning heel. He was involved with the Judgment Day. I don't know much about that because I wasn't watching it much at the time. But if y'all remember the Universal Championship, he was the first ever Universal Champion, but sadly he won it in 2016 by defeating Seth Rollins. And sadly, sadly Finn Balor had to relinquish that title the following night due to a shoulder injury, and I don't think he ever became a world champion ever since. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, I think oh shit, excuse me. I think I did see him in person when I went to a show. All right, we're almost done, folks. Been live for over 2 hours. I'm kind of glad, honestly, that I'm doing this now to get it over with. Because if I were to do this on Sunday afternoon, hardly anyone's gonna tune in. Although, because it's during Sunday fun day, All right, the next four, we're gonna remember these legends because they're no longer alive. The first one we got is the Fabulous Moolah. Now, this is a legendary women's wrestler. So the Fabulous Moolah was born on July 22nd, 1923 in South Carolina. Late professional wrestler, known for being the first ever WWF Women's Champion. She was also NWA World Women's Champion, holding the title for almost 30 years. What on earth? That is just... What? How can you be champion for 30 years? How can you... What the freak? That is... What? It's almost like women's wrestling wasn't really a thing back then. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But still, what the freak? I thought it said 13 at first, but 30? What the fuck? Excuse me. Before fame, I mean, hey, pro wrestling, everything was different back then. She was briefly married at age 14 and got her start wrestling for famed women's wrestling promoter Billy Wolf. Trivia: in 1999, at age 76, she became the oldest WWF champion in history, women's champion in history. What? I never knew that. How the heck do you become champion at that age? Who did she beat? Family life, her birth name is Mary Lillian Ellison. She was married to Walter Carroll and wrestler Buddy Lee. Associated with, she was longtime friends with fellow women's wrestler Mae Young. Yeah, I was going to say that. Her and Mae Young, they go way, way, way back. But yeah, obviously wrestling, like, this is like the black and white era of television in general, Speaking of black and white, baseball goes way back too, Next one is Don Drysdale. born on July 23rd, 1936 in Los Angeles. Hall of Fame Dodgers pitcher who once threw 6 shutouts in a row. Wow. He was selected in 9 All-Star games, led the Dodgers to 3 World Series championships, and won the 1962 Cy Young Award. Before fame, he was classmates with Robert Redford while attending Van Nuys High School. Trivia. After retiring, he became a sports broadcaster on radio and TV. Family life, he remained married to Ann Myers until his death, and together the couple had 3 children. Associated with his 1959 World Series champion Dodgers team was coached by former Dodgers shortstop Pee Wee Reese. So Don, he passed away when he was only 56 years old, while he was an announcer. Right? And let me read what happened, how he died. On July 2nd, 1993, Drysdale worked, this is on Wikipedia, the television broadcast for the game between the Dodgers and the Montreal Expos at Olympic Stadium. After the game, he returned to his room at the hotel the team was staying at, Le Centre Sheraton. As the team left for the stadium the next morning, Drysdale was not with them. Several broadcast team members were sent back to the hotel once the team realized Drysdale has not arrived at the stadium. And when hotel personnel went up to Drysdale's room, they discovered his body lying face down on the floor. The cause of death was ruled to be a heart attack. The coroner's report determined that Drysdale had been dead for at least 18 hours by the time he was found. Goodness gracious. That means he was staying by himself in his own room. The Dodgers noted the death of their former star pitcher during the broadcast of the game later that day. Drysdale broadcasting colleague Vin Scully, who was instructed not to say anything on the air until Drysdale's family was notified, announced the news of his death by saying, "Never have I been asked to make an announcement that hurts me as much as this one, as I say it to you as best I can with a broken heart." He later described it as the toughest broadcast of his career. While this was going on, word reached Drysdale's former White Sox colleague Ken Harrelson, also known as Hawk, or the Hawk. He was calling that evening's game against the Baltimore Orioles at Comiskey Park for WGN television. Harrelson played or relayed the information to his audience, barely able to keep his composure while doing so. Dick Enberg, his broadcast partner with the Angels, said, "Every day was a good day when you were with us, Don Drysdale." Sandy Koufax, his former teammate, said of Drysdale's sudden death, "Don is one of those people you didn't think of anything could ever happen to. This is a very hard thing to deal with." Among the personnel belongings found in Drysdale's hotel room was a cassette tape of Robert F. Kennedy's victory speech after the 1968 California Democratic presidential primary, a speech given only moments before Senator Kennedy's assassination. In the speech, Kennedy had noted to the cheers of the crowd that Drysdale had pitched his 6th straight shutout that evening. Drysdale had apparently carried a tape with him wherever he went since Kennedy's assassination. So yeah, man, it's one of those unexpected deaths that you would hear. Because, he was only, 50? 56. Yeah. And he played for the Brooklyn/LA Dodgers from 1956 to 1969. And I mentioned Pee Wee Reese. Well, Pee Wee Reese was also born on July 23rd, 1918. How did he get that name, Pee Wee Reese? Now, normally Pee Wee stands for someone that's little. Was he a little player? I don't know. Let's read about Pee Wee Reese. 10-time MLB All-Star shortstop for the Brooklyn Dodgers and LA Dodgers from 1940 to 58. He helped the team to a World Series championship in 1959. Before fame, born as Harold Reese, he got his nickname Pee Wee by being a champion marbles player. Wow, okay. After retiring in 1958, he became the Dodgers manager and led the team to another World Series championship in 1959. Family life, he married Dottie Walton on March 29, 1942. He had a son named Mark and a daughter named Barbara. Associated with, he was a friend and supporter of Jackie Robinson when being African American in professional baseball was still a challenge. So yeah, another Dodgers legend for sure. And yeah, of course, Jackie Robinson, that's history making, of course. So yeah, they got a pretty well-known history for sure. One more. And that is Walter Payton. So Walter Payton played, I believe, for the Chicago Bears. Yeah, he did. Well known for the 1985 Bears. Running back who broke NFL records for the most rushing yards, carries, and touchdowns during his 13-year career with the Chicago Bears. Before fame, he was a Boy Scout, a choir singer, and a marching band and jazz band drummer who didn't try out for the high school football team his sophomore year because he wanted to avoid competing with his brother Eddie. Wow. Trivia, he was known as Sweetness, and after his death in 1999, the NFL's Man of the Year award, given to one player each season for their volunteer and charity work, was named in his honor. Family life, he married Connie Payton in 1976. His son Jared played running back at the University of Miami. Walter also had a daughter named Brittany. Associated with, he broke the record of most NFL rushing yards, which was formerly held by O.J. Simpson. So Walter Payton was he also died when he was only 46? It's like, geez. So let's see. I'm looking him up. I forgot how he passed away. He passed away from college. That's a long-ass name. Some type of cancer. What's with these weird long-ass words that are hard to pronounce? A rare liver disease? Jeez, man. Like, come on. This dude was one of the best ever. Such a damn shame. I know that he died at a young age. But that 1985 Bears team will go down in history for sure. And I remember hearing that name, Walter Payton, because I used to play a Madden NFL game. It was called Madden 13 on the Wii U, which Eric Super Magnificent had posted some videos based on that game. And there was a team called the Canton Greats, which is basically the Hall of Fame team, and Walter Payton, the running back, the quarterback, Joe Montana of the San Francisco 49ers. So, yeah. All right. And also one last thing. The other day marked 1 year since Hulk Hogan passed away. It's crazy, man. Because I remember T-Bone told me about that. I'm just like, what? It's already been a whole year since he passed away? Jeez, man. I mean, I still can't believe he's gone, because, Hulk Hogan was perhaps the biggest wrestling star ever. The face of the WWF. Without Hulk Hogan, there wouldn't be a WrestleMania, Pro wrestling wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. I mean, that is, when you really think about it, that is true, Yeah, man, that's crazy. And I remember that was the first short I made, because this was during I took a break at the time of his passing, and that was the first KSN update short I made of that news, and here's how I found out. On my way to work, I was listening to MLB Network Radio, and as they were coming back from commercial break, they mentioned his passing. I mean, this is on MLB Network Radio. It has nothing to do with wrestling, I mean, that's how big of a star he was at the time, when he was wrestling, man. It's just like, what the heck? And then, of course, I had to hear Busted Open talking about it. I just can't believe it's already been a whole year. I mean, that's just that's how fast a year can go by. And of course, we all know 30 years ago, just over 30 years ago, when he turned heel, and those 3 letters over there, so yeah, it's crazy how fast a year can go by. All right, there you have it. This took about, nearly 2.5 hours. I'm glad it's over. It's just after 1:30 a.m. as I speak. Next episode will be on Monday. I am going to do an episode with T-Bone. It'll either be Monday or Tuesday. And then I'll do an episode with 5Tayer. I guess that'll be either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And then, yeah, episode every day for this week. 6 more episodes to go until I end this podcast once and for all, I guess. So, yeah. Oh boy, jeez. Birthday marathon. I had a feeling it would take over 2 hours, and it pretty much did. And I was still going kind of at a fast pace, because I kind of had to. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I don't know why I feel so tired now. Okay, wake up and end this stream. Yeah, first ever live episode because I just wanted to try it out, I guess. But I might as well premiere the rest of the episodes of KSN. Alright, so now, next episode will be on Monday, so I'll do belated birthday wish, which is Sunday, and then Monday's birthday wish, and then after that it'll just be today's birthdays. So there you go, it won't be very much. There you have it, a full week of birthday wishes. Thanks for listening, if anyone listened to this whole thing, which I don't think anyone will, because why would you, honestly? It's kind of crazy. I'm kind of crazy for actually doing this. Oh well. Whatever. Till then, I'll see you next time. And yeah, you notice there was no intro, no outro, because I'm using my laptop. So yep, I'm just going to end it right here, right now. Good night.